Good morning, you lovely people. The subject of this video is basically moaning about moaning about moaning. Have I got a red dot? Oh, it's gone there. Looking a bit brighter today, aren't I? Oh yeah, before I start, if you wish to meet Halfdan Winebench the Viking Tinker in person, from roughly mid-morning, I will be at the Car Street Micro Shops, opposite the Samaritan's Charity Shop, with my own stall with gathered exotic trinkets, junk and random objects from my travels. Gaze in awe at them, wonder what on earth that object is, what its use is, and if you feel like it, buy something, because I like money. Anyway, so if you're in the vicinity of Suffolk, UK, and you can get to Ipswich, please come along and join in the fun. There'll be plenty of other stalls. My mate Paula's got her stall, Molly's got her stall, loads of other people. Good coffee from Cookie Barista, probably served by Daryl or one of his crew. Good food, tasty burritos, pizza, Indian Bombay grilled cheese sandwiches with vegetables, which are lovely. You've got everything there. And if you want to have your hair braided, they can do that there as well. So all in all, it's going to be a good day, people. All right? So come along if you can get to Ipswich, UK. Not Ipswich in Suffolk County, Massachusetts. That's right the way in the US. Yeah, I really confused someone a while ago about that. They thought I was in Ipswich, Massachusetts, 40 minutes drive. I was like, no, you're actually in a different country across the Atlantic Ocean. Anyway, that's another tale. Moaning about moaning about moaning. Right. First of all, I'm British. Moaning is our national sport. We moan about the weather, no matter whether it's sunny or, like this morning, misty and slightly damp. Slightly moist. 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 I know how many people hate that word. We moan about people who can't make a cup of tea properly. It's got to be 2 sugars, milk, but a deep earthen brown. Ugh. If you make it like the colour of my skin, that's wrong. Ugh. And you don't put the milk in first. No. You're wrong. And I suppose I do. On my channel, I moan a lot, but I like to think I moan in an entertaining, critical thinking, amusing way at times. Sometimes I just moan. I'm over 50. I'm entitled to moan. I'm entitled to moan about the younger generation. I'm entitled to moan about the older generation, actually. I'm entitled to moan about my generation. I'm entitled to moan about corrupt politicians. I'm entitled to moan about ignorant people. But I don't think I'm over-entitled. I mean, free speech is still a thing in this country, but there are certain things you're not allowed to say, some of which I approve of, some of which I don't. I won't go into details, but I think I've covered some of those subjects already. Guys, it's rather bright in it. I'll certainly stand out. And, well, basically, I view it as a national pastime, and I'm proud to be British. There's a lot to be ashamed of as well, I understand that one. But basically, we Brits, it's what we do. But in a pinch, we always come out of our corner fighting. We don't always do it in an orthodox manner. I like to think, especially World War II, our cousins across the ocean, the US of A, supplied an awful lot of the grunt and muscle and quite a large proportion of the inventiveness, but we made do by, getting a bunch of sticks and metal and turning it into a creative piece of weaponry, like the Hobart's funnies, the tanks that went ashore on D-Day that had mine flails, bridging apparatus, and stuff like that built into them. I would Google them and then check out some YouTube channels. There are loads of people who do features on Hobart's funnies. The Fat Electrician is a good channel. I think he does something on them. And indeed, Simon Whistler's Side Project or Mega Projects channel, I think they also do a feature on them. But yeah. Or things like the Bison truck that was covered in concrete, because at this time this was made was not long after the evacuations from Dunkirk, Operation Dynamo. And someone concrete armoured a truck to use as a stopgap measure, because we lost all our armoured vehicles, basically. We had nothing. And this is how I work most of the time. I have no guaranteed monthly income. I scrape together fines from charity shops and stuff I find dumped, and I make something or enhance them, and I try and sell them on. This is one of the ways I try and make a living. And so, living in the dirt, I'm entitled to moan a bit when I see, say, a homeless tramp sleeping in a doorway on one side of the street and someone, sitting there on the other side of the street, looking in contempt and disgust at them, whilst drinking an overly priced coffee, which they could have bought a sausage roll from Greggs for the Tramp with. Several sausage rolls, probably. Yeah, I like to moan about that. And this is why today at my stall I will be cash only, because the government don't want us to have cash. So people like the Tramp, you can't help them by just giving them cash, but you can still buy them a sausage roll on your bloody card, can't you? And if they refuse the sausage roll, they might be vegan, so there's an excuse, but if they refuse it because they just want money, then you say, well, I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. Although I don't see a problem in facilitating a homeless person buying a few cans of lager or something. We all need to relieve the pressure on ourselves, and the miserable state some of these people are in, I wouldn't begrudge them having a few drinks of an afternoon, I'd possibly begrudge them heroin. Oh, there's Rochelle. Hi, Rochelle. Probably didn't hear me. One of my partner's work colleagues now heading into work, which means handover at work is not long off now, I would imagine. Without my partner Michelle, I would be living on the streets myself. And I certainly wouldn't look as well groomed as I do. Ish. Yeah, But I like to think, in moaning about various issues like I do, I bring these issues to the fore, and I don't expect you to agree with my opinion on any of them. I just want to inform you and highlight these issues. Then you do your own research, you go away, and if I change your mind on something, fair enough. If I don't, it doesn't matter. I'm just here to inform about what I think is going wrong in the world, or in my country, or in general with the human population as a whole. And no, I'm not water fasting. Oh yeah, I heard that one. That was funny. The whole idea of me fasting when I must get through about 3,000 or 4,000 calories a day. I eat shit tons of cheese. I'll eat a mound of chips with fish, but I do my fish Portuguese style with I spray it with olive oil. It's in batter, I spray a fish fillet with olive oil, and I add black pepper, basil, oregano, and sometimes paprika maybe. And then I'll leave it in the oven, and then when I get it out of the oven, I will soak it in lemon juice. Ooh, lovely. maybe with a few cherry tomatoes, maybe some spring onion as well, you know, nice. Unlike what we do in our fish and chip shops in this country, yeah, I'm entitled to moan about British cuisine because I'm British. Thank you. Yeah, we generally take things from all across the world and then screw it up royally. I mean, back in the 80s when curry was just really catching on, the curries my mum would make, it was the colour of earwax, you know, yeah, runny yellow, with peas, sultanas, and mince, and not particularly spicy. And, you know, maybe a few carrots. Nothing exotic, because we couldn't get exotic fruit and veg from anywhere but specialist stores. You did not find even peppers in the newly emerging supermarkets at that time in this country, because we're talking the 1980s here, because I'm old. So yeah, luckily enough, curries have come a long way since then. We have learned how to cook it. I'll still never get on with pineapple on pizza. I view it as blasphemy, heresy. Maybe I've got a bit of Italian blood. I don't know. Yeah. You got to wave your hands about, you know. It's all like that, you know. But you have to do that when you're doing anything Italian. You have to wave your hands about, gesticulate. It's a Mediterranean thing in general. My father looked quite Mediterranean, positively Middle Eastern, actually. When he had a big Tom Selleck, you know, Magnum PI style moustache, we used to think he looked like a certain Iraqi dictator. Yeah, it's a damn shame. So yeah, and eventually he got so fed up with me and my younger brother ribbing him about it that he shaved it off, and my mother was most pleased because she really hated that moustache. Oh dear. Am I nervous about running a stall today? Yes and no. I think it'll be a good thing. I mean, I'm good with people. I'm well known in the micro shops. Yeah. I'm a little bit. Yeah, it feels like quite a commitment to me. So yeah. But I hope I'll be all right. I just hope I make enough money to cover the deposit. That is all I hope for, really. And that will be about tenner's worth of sales. And most of the things that I'll have on my stall will be £2, £3, £5. There are a few items that are more expensive, this being one of them. This is a 1920s barber's cutthroat razor, Sheffield steel, made by a firm in Sheffield that specialised in cutthroat razors. That is going to be going for £50. So yeah. But, you know, Phil Collins LP, but seriously. Still in its original sleeve. About £3. Or thereabouts. Gene Pitney, 24 Hours from Tulsa. Still in its dust sleeve. Oop. Oh, I can't get it back in now. Alive. Oh no. Bugger. Ah, fuck. No, that's wrecked it. Oh well. That'll be fine. Bit of sellotape. So yeah. Hopefully I stand to make a little bit of profit on top of the tenner's deposit that you have to put down. 15, sorry. Yeah, 15. So, you know, that's all good. There'll be a variety of books as well. And trinkets. Such as this ashtray. Couple of quid. You know. I'll have Buddha on my stall just to rub his belly for good luck. He's not for sale. He belonged to my grandmother. Tourist trinket she brought back from Singapore. I may well have a few items that I've crafted hanging around. You know, simply to show that I'm a craftsman and woodworker. Some of which will be for sale, some of which won't. Because there'll be no prices. There'll be a case of I'll decide on the spot what I'm charging. Like I said, it'll be cash only. Although there is a chance that a couple of my friends will be able to, you know, put a card charge on their accounts and then give me cash. I should imagine that arrangement will be fine with certain of my friends down there. Yeah. I will also have the Naga chili pickle jar for anybody who wants to do the challenge. Believe me, this stuff is weapons grade. Even me, and I've got quite a strong stomach for hot stuff. Oh, it's lethal, I tell you. It's lethal. So yeah, this is my plan for the day. I mean, I'm not expecting to earn anything but beer money. Oh, the most expensive thing on my stall will be, hang about, steel breastplate, and two, of which this is one, articulated arm guards. Painted in acrylic red. All articulated. Obviously not Viking era, which is why I'm thinking of selling them. These will be about 150 quid, because it's solid steel. There's a few other knickknacks hanging about. You know, when my partner gets home from work, I will start organising my trolley. I've got this basically push cart that folds up, which I'll be carrying all my stuff down in. I'll put a blanket over the top in case of any rain, because it is a bit cloudy today, but it's only about 20 minutes walk, so it'll be fine. I go everywhere by foot mostly. Because, you know, I have to, because I can't afford to drive. I mean, I've got a full driving licence for both car and motorcycle, but I haven't been able to afford to insure or run a car for roughly 7 years. Or a motorcycle for that matter. Did I have any preference when it came to cars? I usually bought whatever I could afford. But the last car I had, so 7 or 8, nearly 9 years ago now, was an already 10-year-old Honda Accord VTEC Sport 1.8 litre saloon. sports saloon. Silver, wonderfully shaped. Went like shite off a shovel. It went fast. I'm not ashamed to admit I had over 130 miles an hour out of it briefly on a dual carriageway. A main road, big main road. I wouldn't have done that on country roads around here. No way. I'm not an Isle of Man TT racer. I have been to the Isle of Man. During the races, it was a wonderful experience, I have to say, and I still have a vast amount of enthusiasm for those races every year. I don't get around to watching it live, but I follow the results, see who's doing well, and raise a glass to the couple of inevitable casualties that happen every year. Cheers. So all in all, I'm hoping for a good day today. So once again, I'll end this by promoting the Car Street micro shops. Will have many craft stalls selling this, that and the other, jewellery, good food, great coffee, comics and toys from my friends who run a comic and toys stall. Leather, feather and bone that Molly runs, where you can pick up prepared and decorated skulls and bones, and necklaces made out of feathers and clothing and stuff like that. Clothing not made out of bone, I don't think. No, just clothing. And just all manner of stuff. It should be a good day. I'm sure there'll probably be a few musicians there. And if not, I'll do a bit of a sing-song. So, yeah. And hopefully it will be a good day. So if you're in Suffolk, United Kingdom, England, and you fancy popping into Ipswich Town Centre today, I will be at Car Street Micro Shops, near enough opposite the Samaritans charity shop, probably from mid-morning till late afternoon. Yeah. Don't know what was dragging from his exhaust. So yeah, I hope to see some of you there. And if you can't make it, wish me luck anyway. Have a good day, and I'll speak to you later. Because the signal in the pop-up shops is going to be shite. So I may not be able to put up a live video, but I will do a video and then upload it when I've got a signal somewhere. Okay? Hopefully I'll tell you lovely people how I got on later. Peace.